Well, we got to cook healthy sometimes, and here's a healthy one. I'm going to sweat up the vegetables in a little olive oil. Add the water, which I measured, that's 3/4 of a cup. And then I'm going to take, that's 3 cups, and I'm going to take 1 cup from this beautiful jellied fish stock. But if you don't have it, just use all water, or use a little clam broth or some kind of fish related item, but not chicken base. And the pasta, there's some nice angel hair, gluten-free, made from rice flour. And I'm going to cook all of this together. So we'll break up the angel hair because it's going into the soup. Simple. And a couple of bay leaves, a little bit of some thyme leaves, and we're good to go. So on a moderate flame, I'll just put a little olive oil. Add the vegetables with the thyme. This is enough for 2 people. While this is sweating up, going to cut up the fish. If this gets color, it really doesn't matter. And the thyme. Sweat it up with the vegetables. Get more flavor that way. Okay. No sense in wasting film just to see this. Just every minute or so, mix it up. It's on a low flame. Sweating up very nicely. It's been about 4 minutes. Cut up the fish. What else did I do? Cut up some dill. We're going to finish it off with dill, even though it has thyme in there. Put a little salt and pepper in there now. You don't have to, you can put it all later. But it's like after a few minutes of the vegetables cooking with the stock and the water, I'm going to taste this to give me a good indication of how this is going to come out. Okay, well that's sweated up enough, but I'm going to raise the flame to high because I'm going to add right now the Moscato wine, or you can add any dry white wine. Just let that reduce. As soon as that reduces down to where you see a few drops, you're going to add the rest of the liquid. That has reduced enough. Now we'll add this excellent fish stock. And the water. And we'll bring that boil, let it simmer for about 10 minutes. We don't have to cook it a long time. It's been a few minutes, and then we'll add the pasta. And about 1 minute after that, I'm going to add the fish. What I like about cod is it's cheap. More reason to spend. Well, you can always find out. All fish is good for you. Maybe some are better. This is probably better, healthier than eating a piece of chicken, which costs a hell of a lot more. So I'm going to wait 1 minute, then I'm going to put the fish. The pasta is very al dente. Now I'm going to add the fish. And while the fish is cooking, this is going to make 2 nice plates. Raise it up a little. I'm getting the slurry ready. That's the cornstarch with the water, 1 tablespoon of each. I'm going to give body to that. I don't want it watery looking. And what's nice about making a slurry, if you're making Japanese, Chinese, or any liquid that you want to keep the clearness, use this. Flour doesn't work in everything. It would make this cloudy looking. And then you'd probably have to thicken it with a roux. That's adding more fat. You could whip the flour up with water, similar to this. But it would be a pale looking dish. Really not presentable to the eye. And this is only going to take about another minute. And meanwhile, nice little boil. I can add this now. Look at one of the see the fish, it's already separated. Doesn't take long when you boil fish. We'll add the slurry and you'll see what happens. Usually for this amount, a tablespoon is plenty. Now I'll give it another minute and we're done. Now you have to taste. Almost looks like chicken noodle soup without the chicken. When you use a little fish stock in with the fresh fish, you have a good tasting item. A little salt and pepper. And we are done. We're going to put that into a soup plate. Right after we add the final ingredient, which we almost forgot, which is the fresh dill. I like when these similar items like this have nice body. The flavor stays on your tongue longer. Now, since we have the dill in there, I have to taste it again. That's a different story. And this is my dinner tonight. And you can have this with garlic bread? No, because this is a gluten-free dinner. And if you want to make gluten-free garlic bread, you can. Now with the dill, really nice, simple, easy, and inexpensive, and healthy. Enjoy.